Welcome to Pisces Tarot, and I am your host, Mimi the Light Seer. Your business is my business. Today, we will dive into your business with a timeless relationship reading, which means it could be platonic, professional, or romantic. In this session, we will explore the overall energy of your reading, obtain cosmic insights to identify the topics, spill the tea on the energies involved, uncover the positives and the negatives while revealing the lessons that you need to learn, and suggest actions for healings and the best possible outcomes. Remember, this is a general reading and you have found it when this message is needed. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. Remember, I am LGBTQ plus friendly, using pronouns for storytelling purposes. Lastly, please like, rate, subscribe, and comment and let me know how this message is connecting with you. And without further ado, let's get into your business. Welcome back to Pisces Tarot with me, your girl, Mimi the Light Seer. We're going to go ahead and get into this energy reading for two signs. I'm going to pull the cards for them, followed by pull the overall oracle reading for this reading, the energy reading for this reading, as well as pull some cosmic insights to get some inklings, I would like to call it, about the people that we're going to be discussing. And then I will pull the cards for those of you who are new to me. I will go and pull those cards and tell the full story about what's going on and give clarity and insight. So thank you so much for joining. Please like, rate, share, subscribe, forward, tell a friend to tell a friend. I am booking personal readings right now. So if you see that QR code, go ahead and book your reading. If you don't feel comfortable booking a reading, you can always feel free with sending a donation. All right. So we will be doing a reading on the following signs. I have another Gemini, Libra, Aquarius again. And then I also have another fire sign. What in the world? This is like the third one back to back, okay? I don't know what y'all got going on, but gosh, let me tell you. Okay, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you're coming in as the Queen of Swords right now. You're coming in with a lot of wisdom, objectivity, sharpness, discernment, and independence. Okay, so that is your card for right now. That is your foundational energy. Your person is a fire sign. They are a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They're coming in with the Four of Wands in reverse. Three of Wands in reverse. That speaks to lack of progress, delays, setback, and failed partnerships. All right. So let's see. What in the world is going on? Let's see. They'll be back. Expect to hear from them soon. That's the first card that came out. All right. So I'm feeling like that belongs to the fire signs already. Mind games, immature, testing, analyzing you. Okay, so somebody's playing mind games. I'm going to put that automatically with our air signs. Okay, y'all know y'all air signs, especially y'all Aquarius. Y'all love to play mind games. My Lord. All right. Guilt is a normal feeling. Let it go and breathe. Okay, so somebody's dealing with guilt right now. I'm going to put that on my air signs right now. Somebody is fulfilling a fantasy. Okay. All right. And one more card from over here. Present, attracting, gratitude, abundance, proactivity, tranquility, and success. So somebody's trying to will positive things into their lives. And I'm guessing that is going to be our fire signs here. Since they're the ones that's lacking progress, delays, setbacks in relationships, let's see what the overall energy is for this couple at this time. When I say couple, that could be a partnership, professional relationship, a relationship, you know, a ship. The power of purpose. Okay, so what is happening with you has purpose. Okay, so that's your overall energy reading for now. Libra is what you may be seeing right now. You may be feeling like you're stuck. Libra, whatever you say. You may feel like you're stuck in the rat race right now, trying to figure out how to get out of this situation, but you are on a journey. Okay? And last but not least, the big old cards, right? And can't even. All right. Grief. Okay, somebody's dealing with grief in this situation. So, expanding on my original thought, this is whatever's happening, it has a purpose to it. Did y'all catch that? Both of those have very similar signs, okay? So everything is purposeful. Everything has a reason for happening the way that it's happening right now for you at this time. If you are a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and you are dating a fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, okay? Everything has a purpose for you right now. And I feel as though the person who is dealing with grief is our fire signs here. Yeah. I feel like right now the air signs has broken up with the fire signs, and our fire signs is trying to do everything that they possibly can to get this relationship back on track, and that, you know, it's a fantasy for them to get back with you. Like, they're not, I'm hot again. I feel like they're not happy with the fact that you've broken up with them, but let's dig into that. So if you're new to me, my channel, my podcast, I am Mimi, and what I do is, now that I've gotten some insights, I'm going to do some card readings, and the first card that I pull is going to be our, look at that, craziness. First card that we pull is going to be our air signs, Gemini, Libra, Sagittarius, Aquarius, not Sagittarius. Second card was going to be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. We will then evaluate the pros of this relationship, the positives, the negatives, what this relationship is trying to teach you, followed by what you need to do, be or make in order for this to work out. And then I will tell you how the story is going to go. Remember, you do have free will. I am LGBTQ friendly. Whatever I say, he, they, them, that's just how I speak for storytelling purposes. Take what resonates with you, leave what does not. Okay? And let me put my disclaimer here, because you're not about to sue me. This is just for entertainment purposes only, although I am very likely to be right. This is still entertainment, okay? All right, so. Out the box. Okay, out the box. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you're coming in as the devil reverse right now. You're being very, very doggone manipulative and very, very just crazy right now. When I think about this devil card, I'm definitely thinking about somebody who is pulling the strings, you know, trying to be just overly negative, trying to create strife, you just throwing bombs just to be throwing bombs. But then you try to say, I'm operating with wisdom. Really? You know, I don't believe that at all. When I'm thinking about this devil card, I'm definitely also thinking about you releasing those tensions, those ties to that person. Because see, look, if you look at this card, he has somebody on his, like on a string. Like he's like, here you go, I got you. Well, I feel like you're releasing that person finally, okay? You've been in this negative space for so doggone long. I think you realize that your tactics are not working anymore on Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and I feel like you've kind of like finally like let them go, and you're satisfied with things coming to an end, okay? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius are coming in with temperance. You're learning how to be patient. Right now, you're used to the failed delays. You're used to the setbacks and the failed partnerships. And right now, you're just like, okay, what will be, will be. La-da-dee, la-da-da. At this point, you are definitely, I feel like you're okay with the grief of the loss of the relationship. I feel like with this patience, you definitely are like, they'll be back. They'll be back. Like, you're not even sweating it, okay? And while you are being so patient, cool, calm, and collected, your air sign is sitting here feeling like, oh, you're just trying to play my games. You're trying to act like you don't care because you're just being immature. You're just trying to test my patience. So, like, that's coming up here in the beginning of the day, right out the gate. Right out the gate. The positives in this is that you're having the opportunity to have new beginnings with the people and places and things in your life. You have a lot of creativity coming out of you right now, fire signs especially. Because when we talk about wands, we're talking about like the professions, your career, your business, your endeavors. So I feel like you have a lot of positive things going on for you, and you feel as though it's not so positive because you feel as though things have been delayed, you know, inaction, slides. Let me just say this before I go further. Time is both relative and subjective, okay? Time is fluid. Every time you don't take action, you do delay things, okay? However, the Bible says a day in 1,000 years, right? 1,000 years can be like to you, but it's only like a day to the Lord. I'm paraphrasing, right? You ask go with me. I hate to be more, but just go with me. You ask a deceased person who may have passed away at 21. You'll say 21 years of age was not a long time. But then somebody who's 90 would say, oh, I was just getting started at 21. I was still a baby at 21, right? You see how polarizing that is? So when you talk about time, whenever it feels like it's a delay for you in time, it doesn't necessarily mean that your 2 years of waiting in the grand scheme of things was really 2 years worth of time, because that 2 years could have felt like 20 years to you, right? But it was really only 2. So I say that to say you've gotten to be very patient with your delays and your lack of progress, because you have been stuck on this cycle for quite some time. And as you see in both of these cards, with the very eerily similar picture, you have a purpose. You're on a journey. So at this point, you just like, what will be, will be. La-da-dee, la-da-da. Either you do or you don't. That's kind of like your energy right now. And that's working out for you as a positive, because that's allowing you to build upon what has already been in play. And so you're not rushing it, right? You're just enjoying it. With this 2 of Pentacles in reverse, okay, I feel like you are very much so at that point where it's all about balance and partnership and unity. I also feel like you're at that point where you're being very calculated in how you move, okay? Because when we talk about this, we talk about decisions being made, and this also can point back to that false start that we've been talking about here with time, okay? So I feel like that's been a consequence for you, but since it's been a consequence for you, fire signs, I do feel like that's been a benefit for you at the same time. So as the Bible says, all things work together for your good. You know, everything comes full circle, right? And that's how this is happening for you at this time. What this situation is trying to teach you is this Lovers. Sexy, sexy. You got a friend indeed. With the Lovers card, you got somebody that's on your side. And they're being very, very patient. Or let me say, they have been very, very patient with you. Okay? They have been loving on you despite they've been very supportive. I feel like anytime you get stuck, they're a great person to run ideas by. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius people are thinkers by nature, okay? They represent the sword, but they're thinkers. They're very articulate. They're very communicative, very expressive, but they think all the time. So I feel like anytime you get stuck in your creativities or your creative aspirations and ambitions, you're able to successfully run by those ideas by this air sign, and they're able to get you unstuck. So I feel like this lover relationship has professional benefits to it. I feel like you're not necessarily in business with each other. However, I feel as though you see this person as being a business person or partner to you and for you at this time. What you need to do to heal is, with this World Cup here in reverse, is you need to finally just realize that you're completing a cycle here and accept the fact that maybe the vision that you thought you had for yourself is not necessarily the vision that's coming to life. Thus, your foundational energy, lack of progress, delayed, setback, failed partnerships. You have started and failed so many times. And what has been a breath of fresh air underneath your wings has been this unseen partner with this air sign here, okay? Every time you get stuck, here comes this person. They're able to just tell you just a little bit of something. And you're like, I never thought about that. And then you take whatever it is that person has told you, and then what ends up happening is you realize that person was right. And you just be like, I never thought about that. Well, dang. Why you ain't say that 3 days ago? You know, you could have saved so much time. So I feel like this is a very beneficial partnership relationship for you at this time. And we have the Emperor here. So when I'm thinking about this Emperor, I'm thinking about someone who's strong, sturdy, provider, financially able, you know, somebody of strong belief and conviction. And I believe that you feel like that about both people feel like that about each other. Like, that's a solid person, that, you know. And so I feel like, because that's the view that people have of you, I think you need, and when I say people, I'm talking about these people, you have to continue to operate in that energy, because that's what people think of when they see you. They see a solid person, okay? At the bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Pentacles. I feel as though this card is coming up here because I feel like with all the setback and the delays, I don't know why I just got the vision of a car, like an older car. I feel like because things have not taken off progressively and exceptionally fast like you thought that they would, I feel like you've been very calculating in where you spend your money. And I don't know if this particular fire sign has an older car. I saw an older, like an old Lincoln, an old white car, yellow off-white car. That's what I saw. I don't know if you have an older vehicle that you're driving that may be on its last leg, but you're being very calculated at how you spend your money at this time, because it's like, I feel as though this fire sign is an entrepreneur for sure. And I feel like they're thinking, okay, I can get a new car, or I can go and put this money in my business. And I think because the business is not matriculating the way that they thought it would be moving, I feel like they're kind of like self-sacrificing pleasures and things for safety for the integrity of savings, okay? So I think that's why that card is here. Let's see. What's going on? Don't judge how I'm shuffling these cards. These are new cards. They're a little stiff. Okay? I feel like also this fire sign, you know, fires, let's just put it out there. Fire signs are not that good with money at all. They're not good savers. So I feel like they have maybe splurged a whole lot more money than what they should have been. And now that they're down to that, like, they last dime, now they're trying to keep all their coins, okay? So with the Eight of Pentacles here, they're definitely working to perfect their craft, okay? Like I said, things with the business have not been matriculating as fast as they thought. So now they're really focusing and honing in on what their skills, their gifts, and their talents are at this time. With the Hangman in reverse, that tells me that, yes, you are going to be taking a break here. just temporarily, because you're getting a little bit frustrated. You're getting a little bit irritated with the way things are going because it's not moving that fast. And I think that's why this card here for present and attracting gratitude, abundance, proactivity, tranquility, and success. I feel like this is why that card is here, because not only are you trying to perfect your craft, but you're just like, if I could just see myself being in this space, you know, this time next year, I'm going to have this, that, and the third. So I feel like, yes, you are getting impatient, but you're also learning how to perfect your craft, and you're trying to like recalibrate your mind. All right, here we go. As you're trying to recalibrate your mind, I feel like fire signs started to experience this heartbreaking loss first. And I feel like their disappointment, which is here in their foundational energy, the lack of progress, delays, setbacks, and failed partnerships, I feel like this drama with their business has spilled over into the relationship with you air signs. And I feel like you feel as though it's supposed to be so simple. Like, well, I told you this is what you should be doing. And let me just say this, okay? And I'm going to get off my soapbox. Just because you tell somebody, oh, just go turn on the light. Have y'all ever, I'm going on a tangent right now, but just go with me. Have you ever had computer issues and you call help desk at work and you're like, my computer's not working. Oh, well, did you power it off? Well, duh. Okay, that's step one, right? But you'll be amazed, as being somebody who's had a tech background, you'll be amazed to know how many people never check the dang on power supply first before they call the help desk. Oh, I got a black screen. Oh, let me go to help desk. You know, that type of thing, right? So I feel as though with that illustration, your air sign has been getting frustrated with you because whenever you come with a problem, they're giving you a solution that you have not stress test just yet, because you're just like, oh, I didn't think about that. And then when you do it, it's like, well, damn, why you didn't tell me that 5 days ago? Well, I told you, so you should have did this. And I feel like because that's the energy of what's going on, that's what's causing the blow up and the breakup, okay? So there will be a breakup here, and then there will be an ending. Death card in reverse, okay? So you will be experiencing a death of the relationship. I feel like it'll be a slow death. I feel like it's not going to happen right away because it's a lot of stagnant energy, right? I feel like it's been like a pent up aggression and like feeling. And with this King of Cups here at the bottom of the deck, I feel like somebody is just gonna be like, listen, I'm ready. And let me rephrase, not somebody, this air sign. Air sign gonna be like, look, I'm ready. I got my ducks together. They in a row, you know. Again, air signs coming in with the Queen of Swords. Wisdom, objectivity, sharpness, discernment, independence. They ready. They ready. They ready. They like, if you don't get your skit together today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. Okay, that type of energy. And I feel like they've been a little bit, you know, trying to be patient with you as well all this time. Thus the Temperance card here. But I also feel like, you know, you just kind of like been in your own shit per se, that you're not paying attention to the fact that other people are in the same boat with you and like they're going through it too, you know? So I feel like you have to understand and respect that while you're practicing your gratitude. And I do feel like because this breakup came out of nowhere, this is where the grief is coming in, okay? So you have the grief card here, and you have someone who's grieving, and then you also have that same energy here with this Three of Swords as with this Death card, okay? Now, both people feel like the decision that is being made with this Two of Swords did not come lightly. Here goes the Emperor again. Okay, so we have the Emperor here and we have the Emperor here. What this tells me is all that strong masculine, I got this, I don't feel nothing type BS, it's melting down, it's imploding. Okay, you guys are not feeling strong, stable, you're not feeling like yourself. It's just like, what? Like the energy is
think right now, okay, for lack of better words. It's like, huh? What? When? Why? How? So many questions are coming to mind, but I feel like both parties are now mentally unstable. With the 10 of coins here, that does tell me that there will be no fulfillment with the way that things are going. You're just not happy, okay? And we have the Fool card, which means you're going to have to start all over anew like a child at the beginning of your spiritual journey. Now, let me call this out real quick, because what I find interesting is that you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcanas here. Actually, 7 with the World, 8. You got a lot of change going on in your life right now. So whatever is happening for you guys, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, which is why your energy keeps coming up in all of my readings. You guys are going through a lot of transformative changes. Interpersonal changes in the way that you think, how you feel, how you express yourself, how you show up in the world, how you're strong, how your overall transformation. I feel like you guys are going through a lot of changes right now. And on the other side of this, you are going to be such stronger, wiser, badass people. Okay? So just keep that in the back of your mind. Things are going on. But with this Fool card, you definitely are going to be starting a new spiritual journey. Both of you will. Well, that's going to require you to start out and feel like a child. Be naive. Take the leap of faith. Trust. Don't overthink. Trust. You know, that's the one thing children do. They don't think about consequence. They just do. Okay? And that's what I'm advising that you do at this time. The bottom of the deck, we have the King of Wands. Okay? So with the King of Wands here, we're talking about leadership and vision. Okay? So when I talk about you being the Fool, you're going to have to take the plunge. Go for it. Develop your vision. Figure out what inspires you and keep it moving. Okay? And as you guys both start to work on yourselves personally, I feel like our fire signs are like, oh yeah, you'll be back. I ain't worried about it. I'm going to will you back in my life. I'm going to keep on saying it. I'm going to fulfill my fantasy of us getting back together. And I feel like really our Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius are just like, you're being immature. You're playing mind games. You're trying to figure me out, and I really don't care what you think. And I think that while they're saying it to you with their mouth, I feel like in their heart, they're feeling guilty about the way that they've abandoned you. And I feel like they're doing breath work. I mean, it says it here, but I feel, because I just got like a chill as I said breath work. I feel like they're doing breath work to try to heal, right? They're trying to release that guilt. I feel like they're being very anxious. Like my legs are tingling right now. Like I feel like I have anxious energy in me right now. Like I feel like needles going through my legs. Like I have something to say, I have something to do, but I don't want to do it, and I feel very nervous. Like I have cold chills coming down my back, right? So I feel like that's the energy of this person. It's like every time they feel like this anxious energy, I feel like that's what they're doing, trying to release it, okay? So you guys are starting new spiritual journeys. You're rewriting the vision, probably doing vision boards. My fire signs and my air signs, you both are on your own little journeys, trying to figure it out. It all has a purpose, okay? It's a journey. It's purposeful. And I think that you guys don't realize the power of your potential of going through these things, okay? So, you break up, you're going on about your business. What happens next? Well, the Four of Wands is here, okay? But it's in reverse. So when we talk about that, I feel like this person is becoming very lonely. I feel like both of you guys will be very lonely. I feel like you probably should have had a conversation about what was happening. And instead of there being a conversation, I feel like it was just like, well, if it's F you, it's F. If it's F me, it's F you too, with type of vibe, instead of there being like a real heart-to-heart conversation. I feel like with this Seven of Wands, you guys felt like you had so many other choices before grass was green on the other side. Now you don't, because it's in reverse. So you're looking around and you're like, dang, woe is me. Who am I going to call? It's Friday night. I'm lonely. I want to Netflix and chill with somebody. Who am I going to talk to? Oh, let me go get on Tinder. Let me get on Twitter. Let me get on Bumble or Hinge. Like, I feel like you are in a place where you're very lonely. And instead of you admitting and picking up the phone and calling, now you're playing the damn mind games, air sign, okay? Not only are you playing the mind games, but the other person's like, I'm not going to pick up the phone and call because they'll be back, okay? But on the inside, as I've said time and time again, you are grieving. As I throw the card on the floor. You are grieving, okay? So, yeah, it's not as honky-dory and peachy as you're trying to make it seem to be. You know that this person in your life will bring you utterly fulfillment with this 10 of Cups, and you have it here, and we had it somewhere else. But definitely, you will be having your fulfillment with this person if you would just put your pride aside and open up the door to have a conversation. And with this Page of Swords, here comes the news, okay? With this Page of Swords, somebody's going to get curious enough to pick up the phone and call. Do you ever think of me? That's what I'm hearing right now. Like, picking up the phone, calling. I know I can't sing. You get the point. But I do feel like somebody's going to pick up the phone and call. And they're going to start asking probing questions. Hey, how you doing? How's it been going? What's been going on with you? It's going to start out very surface at first, very innocent. And then it's going to be like, I got something I want to ask you. How would you feel if I wanted to take you out to dinner? Or how many times do you ever feel like you think about me? I feel like that conversation is not going to happen all at one time. I feel like it's going to be a rudimentary, entry level, hey, how you doing? Phone conversation, not a text. I feel like once that conversation is had and the temperature has been checked, I feel like as soon as you hang up, within that same day, if not the same day, within the next 3 days. So I would say within the next couple days, if not the same day, within the next couple days, 3 max, that you'll get a text. Hey, do you ever think about me? Hey, do you ever think about what could have been? I feel like that conversation is coming. And I feel like when a conversation comes, you're going to be like, and look, check this out. I just looked down and noticed this. You see how her hands are? Okay. Look how her hands are. I feel like once that conversation is had, you're going to be like, yes, I do think about you. I think about you all the time. And I feel like that conversation is going to come out. Okay? I feel like the Emperor is here again. So when you have that conversation, your strength will be renewed. I feel like you will kind of like feel like the man on these streets again with that Emperor. I feel like you'll get your balance back, okay? I feel like you'll be so happy to know that this person is even open. But remember, it's a journey, okay? And if you look at both of these pictures, there's no way visibly out. So I feel like, yeah, they will be back. I feel like, yeah, they are testing you. I do feel like they're trying to will you back with these positive affirmations. I do feel like this is a fantasy of theirs to get you back, just to prove a point. They can't wait. As soon as y'all go out to eat, they're going to be taking pictures and putting it on Facebook before y'all even leave the restaurant. Like, I feel it. I see it. But I see the instantaneous joy because I feel like you guys are miserable apart. This is a past life relationship if you've known each other before, so that makes sense why I just said what I just said. Okay? So you've been down this path before. Okay? Let's see. If the lovers could speak to each other, what would they say? If these two lovers could speak, what would they say? It's necessary for us to maintain a distance. That's the first card. It is necessary for us to maintain a distance. Okay. Second card is, I hid my true identity from you. Okay. So I feel like, yeah, I feel like our air signs are the ones that are hiding because they feel like you're playing mind games. And I feel like the fire signs is just like, I need a break. That's what I feel. Let's see what the soulmates got to say. Now, this is going to be a trip. I already feel it. Regret. I am so ashamed and embarrassed. I can't bear to look at you in the eyes and tell you everything. I can't stand the thought of making you cry. Just let me build up the courage to confront us. Remember I said that phone call was coming? Remember I said that? It's going to start out something simple. Hey, what you doing? How you been doing? How your mama doing? Like, it's going to be a small conversation, but they're definitely going to build up to that point to where they can have that conversation with you. And I feel like you're going to be open to it because you've been waiting for it. Because again, fire signs, you knew that they'll be back. They'll be back. Okay. Symbol of love, union, soul connection. So here it is again. This is definitely a soul connection. Okay. With rings. So I wouldn't be surprised if once you guys got back together that marriage is on the horizon. Past relationship here. I definitely feel like this relationship is not over. I just think it needs a break. Like I said, it's a journey. It's a purposeful journey. And what I'm gathering when I said that was that the purpose of this was for you to realize and recognize, not to take each other for granted, that you need each other. You needed to take this time apart so that you could realize that you got a real one on your team. Divine feminine. Okay, y'all see where this is going? Divine feminine. I just told you it's a past relationship. And while you are feeling that way, somebody's like, hey, happily single, ready to mingle, doing you, stress-free, setting goals, career focus. So remember, I said that in the beginning about our air signs in this whole situation. So right now, it feels like our fire signs, majority of this reading was geared towards our fire signs, but air signs, you definitely in there. Let's see. What's the timing before this relationship turns around? What is the timing before this relationship turns around? And then I'm going to get out your business. I'm going to let y'all live on Friday night. Please like, rate, subscribe, share content. Let me know how and if this resonates for you. I am booking personal readings. You can feel free to just go ahead and scan that QR code up there at the left hand or right hand side of your screen. I do have a special going until the end of August or August 15th. So you can get you a back to school reading. Remember, Mercury retrograde is going in effect August 4th through August the 27th. And then you have the 2 shadow periods, the post shadow period. After that, we're currently in the pre-shadow, but the post shadow will be going into September. So get your clarity while you can before things get real complicated and confusing. Then baby, I love you. It's gonna start coming back in real quick. I messed up. I miss you. Woe is me. Okay. All right. By the end of the month, y'all, I swear, y'all didn't see this, but this card just fell out. And I put it back, and then I shuffled again. So what I feel like with this card being here, I feel like this conversation is going to be had. What is this? What's today's date? Today is August 2nd. What did I just say about Mercury retrograde? I feel like if you guys are breaking up now, I feel like within the next month, give it to Labor Day. And it's 11 p.m. My Lord. Give it to Labor Day. Okay? Labor Day weekend. I feel like by the end of the month, you will be hearing from this person. And they will be telling you that They're sorry. They want us. Remember I told you it's going to be a simple conversation. How you doing? And it's 3 days from that. Do you ever think about me? And you're going to be like, what the hell? Like, where that come from? And you're going to remember I said it. Okay? You're going to remember I said it. So with that, thank you so much for joining Pisces Tarot. I am Mimi, the Light Seer. Your business is my business, and I'm going to get out of yours now. All right. Y'all have a good night. Bye.